Hey, what's up, everyone? Today I wanted to talk about the escalating situation in Ukraine, the rising possibility of losing Taiwan in the South China Sea if we do invade Ukraine, and my opinion on this whole situation. But before we begin, feel free to check out my other platforms, links in the description and pinned in the comments down below on YouTube. So let's get into this. As a libertarian type, as you could probably tell by my name, believe it or not, I sometimes do think war is necessary, but I'm still personally not a fan of war. I'm very anti-war and I always have been. You could call me naive over this right here, but I prefer the idea of being able to try to exhaust every situation possible first before throwing ourselves and our loved ones into war, especially a war that's probably just fucking pointless, right? Currently, though, the whole situation in Ukraine with Russia making advances into territory, I believe, over in more of the southeastern part of the Ukraine right now, it's clearly not a pretty scenario. But my whole dilemma is weighing the odds of what's more important here. Is protecting Ukraine from Russia and starting multiple proxy wars really the solution here? Because I personally believe, and this is my personal opinion, it's complete speculation, that this is just a distraction in the first place from the rising dissent of the people in our country of the USA. And our good old Biden regime is just trying to throw us into another war to distract us. And now imagine my shock too, right? A year into presidency and the good old Democrat war machine's already back into business, right? The endless wars are already back. But like, if we run into Ukraine to fight Russia, we're leaving Taiwan open to invasion from China. And I mean, I already understand that as if Biden, who's already weak and withered and looks like he's already dying, I don't think he could handle war in the first place, as if he's the one handling. Anyway, I'm sure somebody else is doing it behind the scenes. But it is a serious threat. We can lose Taiwan. And if they invade it and they take control of the South China Sea, that's more of a threat to world trade and pricing and everything to the world than just some sanctions or tariffs on a pipeline in a wasteland. And I know it's a bit more than just that, but that's essentially what it is compared to, all right, let's see it as like fuel economy, world economy. All right, both are very important, but I think the world economy and world trade is a lot more important, right? So personally, I'm not well versed in war, and I'm not very well versed in this whole Ukraine situation. But I'm taking the steps to improve my knowledge on such a matter because it's important, right? But I do know for a fact, and it is a fact, that Taiwan and the South China Sea heavily outweigh any cons that the Ukraine situation has by far. And I feel like we might just need to sacrifice this one in order to ensure world trade doesn't get absolutely demolished and controlled by China. Even though, I mean, they pretty much dominate trade anyway through like debt slavery of other countries. But if they end up with that sea, it's going to mark problems for all of us on a significant scale. And overall, it really feels like a pincer move, or it's intentional. Like we're just getting fucked either way, right? And it's been in speculation that Beijing Biden, as is already compromised, and that it could be a possibility that he's intentionally throwing us into this war to give leeway for China to just go swoop in like a Hong Kong situation and just immediately take over the country. But regardless of the situation, human tragedy is going to happen. Regardless of the situation, there's something to lose. We really need to just weigh our options here. Ukraine isn't what we need to throw our troops into, in my opinion. We should definitely keep an eye on the situation, but just completely throw away any chance to protect Taiwan from China, who's already been flying bomber planes and using it as visual threats and taking up their airspace. You know, it's safe to say that it's one war or the other. And if we can't handle both. We just can't, especially with our current leadership. Now, I'd love to add more to this, but I need to do more reading and studying, and I'm okay with accepting some humility here on my part of the lack of knowledge. This is all really for the video, but I do want to state that if you have anything to input, anything I missed, anything worth noting, people worth noting on this situation, do feel very welcome to comment down below. I read all your comments, and if you have any input on this situation that could help me verse myself more in knowledge of this, it's very appreciated. Because it's hard to read everything going on in Ukraine right now with all the bullshit propaganda. I don't want to read another damn CNN article, okay? I can't stand CNN. You get the drift. But nonetheless, thanks for your time, guys. Thanks for watching. You all have a good day. Peace.